cave-dwelling jumps on my damn live and talks about a trans wifey. See, he can do that because he don't have to deal with gentrification in his neighborhood. Have you ever seen Dr. Umar invade a white person's life? I don't follow y'all. I'm not into y'all. I don't want your women. You don't want us in your neighborhood. You don't want us at your park. You don't want us on your airplane. But you feel that you are perfectly justified to invade everything we do. You will walk into a black house. You will invade a black community. You will invade Dr. Umar's live feed when you know he is unapologetically African. And you will make your presence known. You will disrupt, distract, and take away from what we are doing, but we cannot do that to you. I do not hate white folks. I hate white racism, and I will fight it to the last breath of my life.
Hello guys, welcome back. You can call me Lit in this particular platform. Now, Dr. Johnson Omar at one point got pissed by this particular white guy who thinks that he had got all the privilege, invading Dr. Omar's life, saying anything, all manner of, as he had just put it in the previous, intro that you just before this particular intro right here, that he is totally, pissed by, these particular allegations, the white privileges, that they think that they have, all the authority, all the audacity, they have got all, the liberty that they have to do anything. And especially in this particular context, Dr. Omar. Now, I'm not going to not dilute into this particular video. We are going to watch together, and then at the end of it, do you think that Dr. Omar had that, mandate to be able to respond to these particular white folks here, or it is just, a personal kind of a thing that he should just put it aside? And what are the sentiments that Dr. Omar, the claims that Dr. Omar is trying to put across? Do drop me your comments on the comment section. Let me know what exactly you think. And then at the end of it, I'm going to come back again with more comments and sentiments over the same. Let's keep on watching.
Trans wifey. Richard Clements, you are not an African. Why are you on my live? Richard Clements, you are not an African, sir. No disrespect to you. My lives are for members of the African family. See, this is what I want to say to the Europeans on the chat. And I know I got Europeans who support me. I respect you. I know I got Europeans who support me. I respect you. But this is what I want to say to all the Europeans like Richard Clements who like asking me about a trans wifey. I'm not into that, brother. I am happy to be heterosexual. Do you understand me? I am happy to be heterosexual, Mr. Richard Clements. I am happy to be heterosexual. I'm not interested in no trans wife. Okay? I'm not disrespecting nobody, but I'm not interested in that. I am interested in organically African women only. And I prefer those of the curvy type. I am interested in organically original African women only. And my preference is the curvaceous type. Richard Clements, get off the live, sir. See, the problem with you Europeans is y'all don't like black people. The problem with you Europeans, y'all don't like black people invading your space, but you love to invade our space. See, one of the contradictions and narcissistic tendencies of the European tribe, one of the contradictions and narcissistic tendencies of the Neanderthal nation is y'all don't ever want black folks nowhere around you. You don't want us in your home. You don't want us at your hospital. You don't want us at your supermarket. You don't want us in your neighborhood. You don't want us at your park. You don't want us on your airplane. But you feel that you are perfectly justified to invade everything we do. You will walk into the black church. You will walk into a black meeting. You will walk into a black house. You will invade a black community. You will invade Dr. Umar's live feed when you know he is unapologetically African. And you will make your presence known. You will disrupt, distract, and take away from what we are doing, but we cannot do that to you. We cannot do that to you. You have practiced political segregation against African people globally for millennia. You have practiced economic segregation against African people for centuries. You have practiced intellectual, social, cultural segregation against African people for centuries, but yet and still, you believe that your white privilege, yet and still, you believe that your white privilege, yet and still, you believe that your white privilege gives you the right to invade private black space whenever you want. White people feel that they can invade private black space whenever they want. White people, you are so disingenuous. You are so dishonest. You are so hypocritical. You are so narcissistic. How dare you segregate against us? You will trap black people in the ghetto. You will keep us out of your churches, keep us from working in your industries, but you will invade black space whenever you feel like it. And this is why I tell black women, you should never, ever give your vagina to a Neanderthal. Black women, this is why you should never, ever give your vagina to a Neanderthal. Because he is invading your black space. And he believes he has a God-given white supremacist right to invade your black space. Black woman, keep your black space to yourself. Keep your cosmic coochie to yourself. Don't you dare give none of God's divine heaven to one of these cave-dwelling devils. Don't you ever do it. Don't you ever do it. If we can invade their space, they can invade ours. When are we going to stand up for ourselves? When are we going to be the African people God intended us to be? When are we going to become what the ancestors have desired for us to become, brothers and sisters? It's not funny. It's not. I'm talking to y'all about African politics, and this damn cave-dwelling, genetically modified human jumps on my damn live and talks about a trans wifey. See, he can do that because he don't have to deal with gentrification in his neighborhood. He can do that. He don't have to deal with mass incarceration in his neighborhood. He can do that. He don't have to deal with miseducation in his neighborhood. He can do that. He don't have to deal with police extermination and economic marginalization. Life is nice for white folks in America. Life is nice for white folks in America. See, everybody wants to practice black culture until it's time to fight for black justice. Everybody wants to listen to black music, but they don't want to fight for black justice. They want to dance to the songs, but they don't want to fight for black justice. That's right. They want to make money off our music, make money off our art. They want to make money off our culture. They want to make money off our talent, but nobody wants to fight for black justice. See, when the police kill black folks, when police kill black folks, where have they been? DJ Khaled, Eminem, the rest of you non-Africans invading African culture, what are you doing against police genocide? Because you making a lot of money. I'm not attacking you. I'm asking a question. You getting rich off black culture. What are you doing for it? Are you white music companies? You white entertainment companies? You media houses? You're making billions off black culture. What are you doing for it? What are you doing for it? These punk-ass rappers ain't gonna ask you to be accountable. These punk-ass actors and comedians and singers and football and basketball players, they're not gonna ask you to be accountable. The Charles Barkleys of the world, they're not gonna make you accountable. I'm gonna hold you accountable. All you non-black people making money off black culture, what are you doing for it? What are you doing for it? You damn Neanderthals keep jumping on the live, invading black space. They don't think black people have a right. They don't think black people have a right to meet amongst ourselves. They don't think black people have a right to meet amongst ourselves. But white folks don't let black folks come amongst them when they having conversations. Have you ever seen Dr. Umar invade a white person's life? I don't follow y'all. I'm not into y'all. I don't want your women. I don't want to live in your neighborhood. I don't want to work at your business. I'm independent. Independence is what I'm fighting for. Independence or extermination. I do not hate white folks. I hate white racism, and I will fight it to the last breath of my life. We got to get serious. You got all.
Okay, listen, yo. there is a lot to do with this particular gentleman, Dr. Johnson Omar, and he is in the forefront advocating for the rights of the white of the blacks, sorry, the blacks, and in this particular instance, you're talking about the black community space, especially that of women that is invaded by the white folks who think that they have or they're privileged, white privilege, you get, and that they can do anything and go without being questioned, without being asked a thing about maybe their whereabouts. But is that how it is, or this is just self-hating inflictions and additions that Dr. Omar is inflicting on himself? Is it the current situation that we're having currently as we're speaking, or it's something else? That the far-fetched, could this be a far-fetched narrative that Dr. Omar is trying to bring into the platform? Is it a PR kind of a thing that this gentleman is playing, or this is literally what is happening in the ground, and that blacks in America and the blacks in the diaspora, that is okay, the American blacks, I mean the black Americans, black Americans in this particular context here. So should they be be aware that their space is a sacred space that not needs to be infringed by the whites who think that they've got that particular privilege, guys, if you get me. And of course, this one I'm going to also to leave it to your side, because you listened together up to this particular far end. What exactly do you think about this particular white privilege? Is it something that we need to do away, or the black Americans currently also speaking, they need to do away with, because it's the thing of the past? Should it be a thing of the past? Should it be considered? And what will be the remedy? How are these particular people going to amalgamate it? Are they going to to walk around this particular community and not feel offended, and one not feel like maybe they're being looked down upon, that their space is being violated, and the violators, they go without questioning and not yeah, anything. So anything to drop in your comments on the comment section. Let me know what exactly you think, especially for this particular video. And now, if you're out there and really get affected by this particular Dr. Omar, let me know, and on the comment section, and of course what needs to be done. Now, I'm your guy Lead. I'm gonna be dropping you with such kind of content from now henceforth. Let's keep on watching, cause at least I can't get enough of such kind of very vibrant and vibrant, energetic critical thinkers and liberal-minded, should I say liberal-minded, but I also do stand corrected, because you see, one's way of thinking could be their own prison. So I also don't want to be a prisoner of my own convictions, but I just only trying to share them on a light note, to get to know that, hey, is Dr. Omar a prisoner of his own convictions, or he's really a liberated man out there? So let me know what exactly you think on the comment section, and of course, you've been successful, you've been very important, and even in case you dropped by accident, to give me that particular subscriptions, hit that particular notification bell, leave it on, so that you'll be the first one to be notified of our future uploads. Stay tuned.